So I have a new idea for Lego creation. So I either want like a droid base or an abandoned droid base, and like a small platoon of clones marching upon it. So I laid out some basic plays to show you what it's going to look like. So I guess let me just explain it to you. So over here is going to be the base. So dark gray is going to be the main floor, and then it's going to step up to light gray, which is then where the wall is going to be. And then this empty space right here is going to be like rock, like it's going to be a rock wall leading into the normal wall. And over here is going to be like dirt where the rocks meet the floor. And over here is grass, and then it's a small river right here, and over here are grass. So yeah, it's going to use 2 gray base plates, and either one and a TX-130T or the Republic fighter tank. I don't know if I'm going to use my big one or small one, but yeah. So let's see what progress I have. So this is where I'm at with the build. So I plated almost everything off. So yeah. So over here I have the gray built up 1 brick, and then the light gray built up 2 bricks to have this step to lead out of the fortress. I'm thinking of maybe 1 light gray, so then the light gray is even with the brown or the rest of the ground. So yeah, and here you can see dark tan contrast with brown, and then so there's going to be a mountain base right here, and so it's going to start off as dark tan and then transition into dark gray, and then they're going to connect to each other with technicals. So yeah, on the second base plate I'm going to have a river right here, and next we get off this part right here, and then there's a big windspans. On one side is going to be a hill, on the other side by the other it's going to be a fighter tank. So I have 2 of them actually. The 2017 variant, smaller, but I think fits better in the mock. And then I have a modified 2022 variant. So it's bigger, but it just looks cooler. So I have to figure out which one I'm going to use. But yeah, that's where I'm at so far. So this is where I'm at. So I have finished the rock wall out front. Well, I don't know finished, but I basically done with it. Then I also made the front wall. And I eventually decided to keep it 1 step up too. And then this is what it looks like from the inside, and then also the entranceway, since it's going to be droid, I made it dark blue. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So this is where I'm at now. So you can see I cleaned up the river right here. Cleaned up this little like brown dirt patch or whatever. And then I also built the hill, and I think I'm going to go with that Republic fighter tank, but don't quote me on it. So yeah, then I also added these 2 like turret things or whatever, and then 2 cannons up front. I still don't know what to add to the base yet, but yeah, that's where I'm at so far. So this is the next update. So yeah, I just added detail by the riverbank, and then also make the hill look a lot better. Then I started to like add stuff to the interior of the base, but then I didn't really like that. I was going to make the base abandoned and only make like 3 clones attacking an abandoned droid base. So I wanted to have like an actual battle. So I think I'm gonna get a few battle packs and add it to the army to make it so it's an actual battle. Okay, so yeah, the battle packs acquired. So I now have like 3 of them, I think. I know it isn't a lot, but I think it should be big enough. At least that size of a mod. So yeah. So I finished building both of the battle packs. So you can see what I got, which is kind of obvious, but more importantly, I got a ton of minifigures. So yeah, and then all the extra pieces. So let's see with this new stuff what I can add to the build. Now, by ignoring the absence of figures, vegetation, and base buildings or whatever, this is about what it's gonna look like. So over here you have a couple of tri-droids, one broken, and then I want wall of staff speeders, then battle droids in the middle. Then I want this custom bark speeder zooming out the entrance. I actually need to change these to dark red now since it's no longer a droid base. Then in here I'm going to have this rolling out. I might switch the order of these, or just make this still like a hangar bay. But yeah, I want this one. I'm going to use this one since it actually fits. This one's going to be rolling out the base. Then I also need to fix this backward step because yeah, it just doesn't make sense anymore. So yeah, that's what the basic layout is going to be. Oh yeah, and I'm not sure, but I'm thinking of building a bridge across the river too. So this is where I'm at with the build. So you can see how I added all the plants and like detail over here, like trees, sandbag walls, hills, flowers, grass, whatever, it works. And over here I pretty much finished the base, so you can see how I have bark speeders over here, the clone fighter tank over there, a med bay, and a, what's it called, like an arsenal armory over there. We have a satellite dish. I tiled this row with light gray tiles, a couple crates, and 2 watchtowers right here. So basically all I have to do is add the minifigures and vehicles. So as you can see, I finished the build. So for the walkthrough, I thought I could do like the front section first, and then flip it around and then do the back section back there. So I guess let's just get started. So over here we have 2 bark speeders, black one and a white one. There is one difference between them besides the color, was that these rear like engine pod thingies are slightly different size. This one has an extra plate in it, and this one has one less plate. That's just because, as you can see here, it uses one of those like rear view mirror pieces or whatever, and I didn't have any of them in maroon, so I just used droids instead. So yeah, there's that. Clone Trooper for this one. Great. Fighter tank right there. Then we hear some blasters and thermal detonators. Up here, there's like no way to get up there, but we have clone snipers, backups, launch tower things. And the base of the walls like built up with rocks, and it's like this dirt patch right there. I like the aesthetic of it. And moving out into the actual battle. We have a clone trooper behind dirt hound right there. We have a cannon here and there. And then we have a squad of 65th Coruscant Guard who were like visiting with this Jedi, but now caught up in the battle. So yeah, there's a down droid right there. And then B2 battle droids right there. B1s, tri-droid. Stab speeder. Then on the sandbag wall, these two clones were holding the like perimeter of the fort, but then yeah, they easily got downed. Then I also added this bridge so it would actually be feasible that there would be a river right here, and I made it large enough that the fighter tank could fit across it. So we have the Jedi. I used the Mace Windu body, changed out the head, gave him hair, and gave him a double-bladed blue lightsaber. And then I also have General Grievous attacking him. And oh yeah, for the river, I just dumped in a bunch of blue studs and trans blue pieces. And since the bottom plate is also blue, it gives it a really nice hue. So yeah, that's like this side of the battle, so let me turn it around. So now that it's turned around, I guess we can do the same thing on this side. So over here, we have a med bay. Take off the roof. Singular clone in there. So yeah, and over here we have a winch working on consoles, a radio dish, probably calling for reinforcements, a couple more computer stuff there, canister and barrels, thing over there. So yeah, that's basically the entire base. Same rockwork thing on this side. Over here we have a bunch of trees because the main viewing angle is looking in this way, so the trees might give it a nice backdrop. So yeah, they're all pretty simple. Like most of them are just like 1x1 cylinders stacked up with leaves in between them. However, this one is a lot more complex with like hinges and stuff. But I really like the way it looks. So yeah, then stat speeder there. More battle droids. This side. And down in here, it's kind of hard to see, but we have a clone trooper and like a secret base. I don't know. I forgot if I told you about it, but yeah, it's in here. It's like, there's a screen in there, console, really dark room. So. There's that. But then, yeah, basically the entire thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video.